Now here's an example of the growing terror phobia amongst people across the world. In Washington on New Year's Day, an Indian Muslim family was kicked off their flight after some fellow passenger mistook their conversation for some mysterious plan to hijack the craft. CNN's Rebecca Cooper reports.
Alexandria lawyer Atef Irfan and his brother, a Virginia anesthesiologist, were seated on an AirTran flight to Orlando with their wives, children, family, and a friend.
I want to go to Gatorland, and I want to go swimming, and I want to go on an airboat.
But then all the plane's 104 passengers were ordered off after passengers reported to air marshals hearing the Irfans discuss flight safety.
We generally like to sit in the middle of the plane because I've always been told it's the safest place to sit. And my sister-in-law had mentioned maybe that it's actually the back of the plane. So we were discussing basically where the safest place to sit in an airplane is.
But an AirTran official says they were discussing what would happen if the plane blew up. After 2 hours, once all the flight's luggage passed re-inspection, the flight and its passengers took off. But the Irfans were not allowed back on. These Indian-American brothers, born in Detroit and now raising their Muslim families here in Virginia, say they feel this wouldn't have happened if it weren't for their Muslim appearance.
Absolutely not. I mean, we're not going to stand there in the airplane and say, oh, bomb this, terrorist that, threat this. We're smarter than that. We don't do those kinds of things. We know better than that. So I think that to a certain extent, people listen to whatever words we have and unfortunately hear what they want to hear.
The families point out the basic tenet of the Muslim faith is to live in peace. But these Americans who rode in their high school homecoming parades, study at the University of Maryland, work at the Library of Congress, and help deliver New Year's babies just this morning at Adventist Hospital, say it's been harder since 9/11, with sometimes subtle and sometimes not so subtle signs of racism against Muslims. Instead of giving up their faith, they say they embrace it all the more.